If anybody asks you what you believe in, if anybody asks you what is your political idea, what is your philosophy, tell them what John Mearsheimer says. You are a realist. You are into realism. And realism means specifically this. It means that this is the most important. You've got to tell people what the truth is. And what the truth is something that people oftentimes do not want to hear. I'm telling you, I know it. There used to be something in the world of radio called a shock jock. You know what the shock jock is today? Telling people the truth. Tell people the truth about Iran. Tell people the truth about Trump. Tell people the truth about religion or faith or Charlie or Erika, whatever it is. First, tell them the truth. Don't wow them with a lot of stuff that's important. Just tell them the truth. And the truth is very, very tough for people to say. And there's something which is also problematic. Let's see if I can explain this to you. I think I can. I hope I can. I think that we're able to do this. There's something that is very interesting. Am I coming in through, by the way? Am I getting a 5x5? Just to let me know, are we getting that? Can you see this? Can you see this? Just let me know, because we're having some, I've heard we're having some YouTube problems. Do I get it? Very good, very good, very good. The reason why I ask this is there was a problem. We've had some API problems with it for reasons I shan't understand, but it doesn't matter. Okay. We can look at this from a variety of different angles, obviously, and I've done this with you. I went the other day I've been very, very thorough, I thought, with what I think is happening as to the Tyler Robinson case. It appears, from what I have said, it appears, because it's never direct, but it appears that he is a patsy, that he is being set up because the case is so devoid. You would not see this problem if he were not the patsy. Does that make any sense? You would not see these huge problems in the case were he not the patsy. Okay? You follow me on this one? Very, very important. Very, very critical that you understand this. It only makes sense for that to be the case. It only makes sense. It only does. Because, and we went through this before, the rifle, the fact that it doesn't seem to have been fired, and why they are insisting upon his guilt. And what they're also doing specifically is very important. They're trying to tell you that nothing else matters. And when they're doing this, they're telling me that you're putting it all on him. And when you start with this and you say, you are wrong, they will come after you. And I'm saying, listen, I have no skin in the game. I don't know Tyler Robinson. I don't know him. I don't know any of these people. I'm going to tell you what I think. No matter who it is, no matter the case, it appears that somebody has been doing something which we have wanted to do since the beginning of time, and that is to set some patsy up. From Lee Harvey Oswald to Sirhan to whatever it is. We've seen this, or whether it's MK Ultra or whatever the theory is, because remember, we will never get a definitive answer. There will never be definitive proof of this. All we know is it smells like a duck and walks like a duck and all that other kind of duck stuff. You understand this? You got this? Very, very important. Very, very critical. If you want to get into trouble today, tell people the way you think about how things are. Let me go back and explain to you one of the most fascinating aspects of this, and that is something involving psychology and matters that of sex and romance and emotion and lust and the power and sometimes the unfair power of love, and how people can use that almost as a honeypot since time immemorial, since Adam and Eve. And the initial theory that I have presented, and I ask you, do you agree with me? which I always ask you tangentially, is Charlie Kirk was he was a very smart guy. A very, very, very smart guy. Really. I don't mean just kind of smart. I mean brilliant smart. Could think on his feet, knew the story, knew everything. But he was a bit of a rube. He looked kind of like a chuff, a little bit of a churl, a little bit of a rusticator. Innocent. Not a bad person by any stretch of the imagination, but just innocent. When he smiled, he kind of had that, all that gum, and he just seemed like I'm not making fun of his fun. When he smiled, he just looked like just a normal kid, like a big kid. In many respects, he was. He may know his topic, and he may know what's going on, but he never understood love. He hasn't seen some treacherous people out there. And when you get to be old enough, you see it, either directly or through other people. And Erika Kirk was a predator. She was the shark, the alpha, whatever. She saw him and moved in for the kill. Her whole life, along with Princess Di, Jackie Kennedy, Lee Radziwill, the Cushing sisters, Babe Paley. Just go down the list. This is nothing new. This is not new. They are predators. They wanted him directly. Do you hear what I'm saying? They wanted him directly. She saw him. Her whole life. I'll tell you who said it absolutely perfectly. And I told you this, by the way, who was just superb, is Christine Fekete. Fekete. She really has a good view of this. She really has something. And what she did, and other people, by the way, she is a very prominent YouTube commentator, but she has an insight that is almost deadly. She understands the enemy mind, which makes me wonder. It takes one to know one, perhaps. But she and others have said, Erika Kirk never, ever, ever dated a man, wanted to be with a guy who's just an ordinary 9 to 5, an old ham and egger, as they call him, just a regular Joe, somebody who wants to work 40 hours and come home and play with the kids, and put a swing set in the backyard. And Nah. Doesn't work that way. She doesn't want that. Her mother never wanted it. She didn't want it. And together they double teamed. And whether people don't realize this or not, I have no idea. Why this is so difficult for people to grasp, I will never, ever know. Why do you think that is? Why won't people call? We can talk about a lot of things here, but if we don't understand the mentality of this woman, if we don't understand where this started from and where she exists now, we're not going to get anywhere. You can do all the airline travel you want, and that's important, but understand what we're talking about. She is an alpha level predator. She saw him coming and never let go. And he didn't see what happened. Now, I'm not saying she had anything to do with his dispatch. I'm not. And reason why I'm saying is that there's no evidence of it. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It doesn't mean the evidence has yet to be shown. Just because there's no evidence doesn't mean that it didn't happen. What I'm saying is that I don't believe her. Texas Beach Girl says, some men, when they get there first, they are blinded by lust. I believe Charlie Kirk was starting to wise up. Unfortunately, it was too late. Indeed. Sex is a very powerful thing. I don't have to tell you this. And I don't mean the sex part. I mean the romantic, the emotional, and by the way, thank you, Texas, the hard wiring that is redone. That's what happens. Your brain is hardwired. And when you lose yourself, I've seen men lose themselves, their souls. I don't even recognize them. It's unbecoming. It's sad. It is sick. It is weird. It is beyond anything that I've ever seen. I mean, truly, seriously, it is just. And men and women, we have to make sure our boys don't fall for that. But that's what happened. She is treacherous to this day. When you, this is a, I mean, top of the food chain predator. She is without a doubt. And whoever is next, oh, you think she's done? You think she's done? You think she's going to go riding off in the sunset as the widow? Are you kidding me? Hell no. Absolutely not. There is a very active sexual part on her, in her stead. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not saying that to be cruel. It's the truth. That's what I'm telling you. You've got to understand something. If you want to talk about an issue, tell me the parties who were involved and then explain accordingly. For example, if you want to talk, as an example, everybody's talking about Iran and whether Trump tacoed again. You have to go through the psychological makeup of what President Trump is before you understand anything. Everybody has that. It's their tell. It's who they are. This woman has shown you that she loves the image you think she thinks you are playing for. Look at Candace. Look at Candace. Look at Candace. Look at what's happening right now. It's one of the things which is the most. I did a brand new video on Candace. A brand new one. And what I showed was something which is really important. Why does she bother people so much? What is the story? And it's a very, 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 very important, very, very critical point. What does she have? What is her thing? Why does she drive people crazy so much? What is the thing about her that's so difficult for people to grasp? And it's really interesting. And she represents something that people find so, I mean, put it this way, there is nobody who gets under people's skin like she does. Nobody. This is Candace. Nobody. That's the greatest compliment ever. She absolutely, positively gets under their skin like you cannot believe. I'm telling you. Something happened to her. Let me ask you a question. Do you see anybody else like that? Tell me one woman in particular who gives that same reaction. Tell me one. Who? Megyn Kelly? Nah. Megyn Kelly's harmless. Megyn Kelly didn't threaten anybody. No, this is not, I'm not trying to be mean to Megyn Kelly. I think Megyn is very smart, very driven. Megyn Kelly doesn't scare people. No. Who? Tell me anybody who's in Candace's league. Tell me anybody who gets under your skin like that. Who? Go ahead. Who? Laura Loomer, maybe? For different reasons. Laura Loomer comes across as, she's very smart too, but batshit crazy, that kind of thing. But that's different. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying this is how she's portrayed. What I'm telling you is that Candace isn't crazy at all. Name one person. Name one woman. Let's make it first. Start with women. Who? Anybody? Anybody who comes on where men and women both absolutely just fall at her feet and love what she does. Who? Nobody. Think about this. Spend the rest of the night and say, who is it? Who does it? Who are the big names? Who? Meghan McCain. Greg, throw some names. Good. Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain doesn't make you. You just don't like her. Meghan McCain's not a threat. See, the reason why people don't like Candace is she's a threat. She's a threat to people. It's a different story. Meghan McCain isn't. Meghan McCain, she's no. You may not like her because she said something stupid. Like Joy Behar. Joy Behar doesn't threaten anybody. You just don't. I don't even know if she's even in the offing anymore. Who? Who are the people? Nobody. No. Who are the women? Who are the people? Name one woman today, one person that is so strong. And by the way, not people who make, like somebody said, Hillary Clinton makes my blood. Yeah. But Hillary Clinton was I think maybe in that category. She drove people crazy because she was very powerful. Texas says Erika Kirk is already on the hunt. Leather pants, fingers in men's hair. Jason Aldean's wife eyed Erika Kirk hugging her husband like, grrr. She had EK's number. Absolutely. I told you, and you're right, Texas. Women know this. And why? I hope you don't mind because you're going to hear it. The reason why women are so into this is because of the preternatural, atavistic, biological penchant that you have for protecting your brood and threats to your brood, to your babies, your hatchlings, or whatever you want to call it. You're territorial. This is something. See, a dog will protect an area. Dogs are great watchdogs. Women are like more cats. They're into, I'll protect. I don't give a damn what you do. You come on the property, do whatever you want. Step within 3 feet of me and you're dead. I'll slice you to ribbons. A dog doesn't care. A dog's in the territory. Hey, that's why politicians, look at this. I'm the president of the United States. And you have in your DNA, anybody who has any designs, either on your, how do I say this? Any designs on your children or on your husband or wife, and you are done. You are finished with these people. You are absolutely, hang on a minute. Mrs. L is, we always send Amour notes. Jane Seth Rubert says, some say Erika is kept isolated from all of the criticism online. Some say this is about Trump. I wonder about the truth of all this. Are some leaders truly kept ignorant, or is this impossible? Absolutely. Trump is. And by the way, thank you very much. I will tell you right now, I mean this. What Trump, this whole, whatever he's doing now, it's a disaster. It is psychotic. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know that's not Trump. I want to make Trump again. But you're right about that. They keep him in this. They keep him in this world where they tell him, yes, sir. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he tells you. And when people come in, they say, sir. He wants to be a soldier. He was his father, Fred, sent him to a military academy because he was a wild ass. And he thrived. He was very good. He loved order. I loved the pomp. And he loved glitter and glitz and circumstance and palatial. And that's what he wants. He's Patton. Others are like, Ike. Understated. You have to understand this. The battle that they're having right now is somebody is saying, this woman, first and foremost, something along the way. There are two reasons. Drive, and then there is self-acclaim. Meaning, some people can say, I'm like this because I want to hit the heights. Don't ever say height. The height of whatever my corporate or my media entertainment, whatever you want to call it. But what they're saying is, other people say, no, I want me. I want me. I don't like the way I look. I don't like my looks. I don't like it. I'm going to tell you something right now. There is something, I promise you, that Erika has, that if you knew what it was and you told her or you said this about her, she'll kill you. Something, show me what someone looked like when they were a kid. You hear what she said? I was a tomboy. I chopped my hair off. You didn't chop your hair off. They did. You might have had a moment where you weren't, not so much that you were gay, or because I think there is sex and there is intimacy. Women seek intimacy. And what a woman sometimes seeks from another woman is not sex, but intimacy that a man cannot give her. Yes, tell me I'm beautiful. Don't tell me I'm sexy. Sexy is transitory. What does that mean? Tell me I'm beautiful. Tell me I'm beautiful. Pageants. Tell me. But I'll bet you anything. You look at her. What do you think it is? Look at her and tell me. Guess the thing that she does not want. Listen, men are, thank God, for the most part, we're raised. So the reason why men always think they look better when they get older is because they believe in this bullshit about, oh, you look distinguished. What the hell does that mean? Most men, seriously, honestly, most. Do you really think that do you think that Bill Gates cares what he looks like? Do you think that any of the most powerful men, maybe Bezos, he's a little weird though. He's a little weird. And if you knew what he and that Lauren are doing, whoa. Anyway, I'll bet you anything that there is this, I would have loved to have seen when Caroline Levitt and Erika sat across from each other. Did you see that? Do you think those are girlfriends? Do you think those are girlfriends? Do you think so? When they sat across from each other, one of the reasons why they did it was they said, okay, all right, we'll do it. Why? Because I think we're kind of in the same league. We're kind of the same age. I don't want to say, a lot of women I'm sorry to say this, have weight issues, chubby issues, things like that. It's stupid. Don't get me wrong. I think it's stupid, but I know what I'm talking about. And it's ridiculous. That's why sometimes they'll go through so much, and that's what all this GLP-1 stuff is. But what they'll do is they sat across from each other, and I'll bet you anything, they looked at each other and say, okay, you don't threaten me. Two moms saying, okay, yeah, all right, okay. Now, there are some other people that Trump has in his bevy, his passel, so to speak. Look, one of them is Margot Martin. Look at her. She's a phenomenal photographer. Great photographer. Does the best stuff ever. You never hear about her. Look her up. Look her up and see whether you think Erika would feel good with her. Younger and different. Just do what I'm saying. Alina Habba. Remember her? And see, Trump just loves that stuff. If you Alina Habba, basically, if she could have gotten naked, her whole thing was, I want to be hot. I don't give a damn about this. I'm a U.S. attorney. I don't give a shit about that. I want to be hot more than anything else. It means the world to me. When they had this rally at Madison Square Garden, she was dressed. She had a jacket with sequin, Trump. And there was another one, too, who was the Miss. She's not Miss. Might have been. She was the U.S. attorney from Virginia. Same thing. Trump loves that. Judge Jeanine. Listen, with all due respect, Janine's a very bright woman. She has no business being the U.S. attorney for the District of Columbia. No way. No way. At all. Pam Bondi. Do you see what's going on here? How do you think they all got along? How do you think? And who is the one that he picked? The den mother, Susie Wiles. She's the mom, the grandma. She's the one who keeps tabs. Of course, that article she did for Vanity Fair was ridiculous. But even she's saying, what the hell's going on here? What's going on here? Ladies, if you think I'm wrong, you tell me. But I'm not wrong. I know what I'm talking about. And if you have an office, if you've got anything where you need continuity, if you don't want backstabbing, if you don't want people trying to undercut somebody else, if you want somebody to think for the team and not, you better be careful Women are wonderful people. You know it's true, but they will cut your balls off. And if you don't realize this, there's no hope for you. And Charlie didn't see this. Charlie needed, I don't know who his parents were, but Charlie needed a father or somebody said, sit down, son. I'm going to fill you in or something. I'm going to fill you in. You look at your grandpa here, Charlie, and let me tell you something. I may not look like it, but I know what I'm talking about. And I've seen my share, the pros, some of the most evil people you've ever seen in your life. I've seen people they don't even get away with their life. And you better understand something. You've never gotten laid in your life, and all of a sudden, this woman is going to tell you you are everything. She knows exactly what to tell you. You're going to feel like you're Superman. Oh, I know this. Does she think that? Hell no. You might be Superman, maybe in terms of your corporate stance, but you are not what she tells you are. She's playing you like a chump, and you don't know it yet. And now it's too late. And they got 2 kids in. That's it. Gotcha. Link. Something happens. It's the anchor. It's the anchor. I cannot believe. Please, I will bet my life on it. Have you ever seen women who don't get into the mother thing? Have you ever seen that? They think they want it. They want to get married, have a couple of kids. But they're thinking, I don't know about this. You can always tell, like at first, there's somewhere. Have you ever seen the super mom? I love the super moms. They got the baby on them. They want to get to the store, and they want to get to the best pram and the best this, and they want to blend the food and they meet with the other moms and got rid of a mom and they wonderful. Yeah. Other people are like this. Yeah, it's nice. Here, you hold on. You ever seen this? Seen it a million times. They're not bad, but it's not what fulfills them. A lot of the instinct doesn't kick in. She's not a mom. She's not kicked in. She never even mentions the kids. Never mentions them. Never. I mean, there's something about it. You've got to understand. Read her. She's telling you what she's all about. And Charlie had no idea. Nothing. And somewhere, if you believe in this, if you believe that Charlie's looking down and Charlie's thinking, holy shit, oh my, who's that? Charlie, that's Erika. I don't recognize her because you never let her be like this. You never let her get like this. She never had the chance. She was a predator. You don't understand this. We can talk about this. All this other stuff is great. Listen to what I'm telling you. And another thing too is, let me tell you something. None of these, how do I say this? Who is the one who supposedly is her, mommy and me classes with the kids. Mommy and me classes with the kids. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Mommy and me classes with the kids. I don't know. I think I know what that means, but I do not. But thank you nonetheless for your kindness. Thank you for that. There's something that is so, how do I say this? Who is the fellow who they say, I don't know if it's true, always had their design. Look, Candace. We'll talk to Candace in a moment. Candace is a mom. She talks to the kids all the time. You know why? Did you see that? You know what it was? You know I loved it? Candace has this one picture. When you look at her intro, what does it tell you? This is Candace as a little girl, that part of her life, and there she is pregnant. Look at this. This is it. Perpetuating the species. Catholic mom. She's Catholic. And by the way, I can relate. Anybody, you know what broke my heart with Candace? Was she said, holy day of obligation. That's like inside, you're in. You're a Catholic. You got it. You know how sometimes there's a term of art? That's Candace's thing. She talks about her husband, talks about her family, doing my family. And it's not just bullshit talk. She talks about it. I'm telling you, can tell. You can't fake that. I'm glad she doesn't show a lot of pictures. Don't show a lot of pictures of your kids, Candace, whatever you do. Let them alone. Let them keep them out of there. And listen, by the way, nobody has to do that. You don't have to do it. But if you want to pull over this con that, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm super Christian, I'm TBUSA, you better understand this. And another thing, too. You ready for this? I'm sorry. I'm going to say something right now. It's not. Send the kids out of the room, okay? Send the kids out of the room, okay? But you know how sometimes women will size each other up like, Well, let me tell you what old grandpa thinks. First time he saw those little boys walking around for TPUSA, I'm thinking pussies. Little boys. Effete, impuissant little boys. Little youngins. Little tadpoles. Yeah. You don't have it, my friend. And if they don't cut your balls off, you meet the wrong person. There's something about that. People will, they don't have it. They don't have it. They're not leaders. They wanted to lead for themselves. They're owners. There's a big difference. They're not a leader. They want to own it. They want the position to be where they collect, they cash, they count the money, they count the checks. That's what they want to do. Elise says, are you available for legal counsel or need a lawyer? Or a layer. Well, I'll tell you what. It depends upon what it is. Depends on what city you're in, state, and all that other kind of jazz. I'm always willing to give people direction to help you out if you want to know where to go before we jump into it. But lawyering up is like starting surgery. You better want to finish it. So thank you for that. This is so interesting to me. This is so interesting. I mean, it is so interesting. And I have sometimes people who come across and they I know people sometimes and they work, they're in how do I say this? They're in the world of just like there's conservative and liberal types. And this one guy says, the Kansas says, I said, what are you auditioning for Fox News? What? Because you're blasting Candace Owens? What do you know about her? Tell me what you know about her and I'll tell you. Tell me what you know about her. Tell me what you know about the case. Tell me. And see, they'll say, I really don't know. I can always tell immediately when somebody said, we better, it's a good thing that we go after Iran because, they could send an atom bomb or something. You don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about something you clearly do not know what you're talking about. So that's what we're dealing with this. We don't know what they're talking about. And you also understand that in the world that we live in right now, everybody's trying to climb for bullshit. They're trying to, who can say something new? Who can say something that is so outrageous? Where you go viral. Remember when Glenn Beck would say something? What's that guy, Tim Kittypool? What about him? Him? Patrick Bet David? They have guests on. Remember, there's two kinds of people. I shouldn't say it, but some people, their whole thing is the guest. Like Howard Stern, he is a guest. Nobody wants to hear. Nobody cares about him. I've never heard the Howard Stern show in my life. I've heard it on YouTube with snippets. Other people, Candace may have a guest. One of the worst guests ever, it wasn't her fault, was that, what's his name? Russell Brand. Oh, dear God. Oh, he wouldn't shut up. She's like this. Uh-huh. Did you see that one? Candace was being very polite. Mm-hmm. Really? Okay, really. Is that right? All right. The guy who is simply out of this, who is from another planet, is Baron Coleman. 3 hours? What is this guy? What is he? Does he do the whole 3 hours? I can't. Wow, 3 hours. My God. That's another. Does he have a guest? Nobody has a guest. Nobody. So what I'm saying is, there are people who is about themselves. So what these other people do is they're not leaders, they're owners. and they don't want to go out there and say, come here, let me go out, let me go out, let me lead the charge. No, they just talk among themselves like little bitches on the Charlie Kirk show, and they just console each other. And you know what she said? What did she do? It's a couple of hairdressers yammering in back in the break room. What are you talking about? What is going on here? Then there's Candace who says, get out of the way. I'll do it. I'll talk. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes there's a different. Tucker, by the way, sometimes has to have a guest on because in order for him to advance what's going on, you kind of need the guest. He doesn't need it because he doesn't know what to say. There's a difference. Some people have to have a guest on because they don't know what to say. They have nothing to say. They don't know what to say. Barron's not like that. I want to see how long he can go before he says, I can't talk anymore. 3 days? It's incredible. You try doing this. 3 hours. In any event, we're all different. We all have our things, but I can tell right away. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. And they're all very good. But Candace, another level. Another level. I've never met her. I've never spoken to her. We had a nice text like, on Twitter, like, little message. Thank you. That's it. And that's fine. I mean, it's okay. So I don't know. I mean, I can't say I like her. I'm sure I have a feeling she's just the way she is. But there are some people that I like very much so. And then I've met them and maybe I see, I have always said, and I know people, because listen, I cannot like somebody personally, but I'm thinking they're damn good at what they do. And don't ever forget Alex Jones. I know sometimes he sounds batshit crazy. I don't think he knows where he wants to. But he's a survivor. He's still there. He was the OG. You know who else, by the way? If he really knew what he was doing, he could be deadly good. But he's getting into this is Nick Fuentes. He's so smart, but he's into this. What are you saying this stuff for? Even if you think it, don't say this. He's young. He doesn't know. He wants to shock. I understand it. Believe me, I understand it. That's not the way. That's not longevity. That is not it. But these other people, Patrick Bet-David, this Tim Pool with all his little sycophants, I can't. I have no interest in that. She's the difference. She's the difference. So go back. Caroline Levitt, watch them too. If it was anybody else, I'm telling you, I'd love to do this just to see, because I love the psychology. I love the way people work. I love the tells. If they say, excuse me, Candace, I shouldn't say this. Erika, yes. Listen, Caroline couldn't make it. So she brought her an assistant. If somebody was 10 years, 20 years younger, well, remember how that text message talk, which was creepy, but not somebody who was a child, but somebody who would be directly your competitor on the dance floor of life, somebody who would be younger than you and who would be a direct challenge to you. Watch that one. I'd give anything. I'd have cameras. I'd have blood pressure. I would just watch this. 2 dogs. Never take your dog to a dog park, but if you do, watch the way they do it. They sniff each other, but I like the way people meet. Go to a bar, I don't do the bar thing, but if the days of going and the dances and the parading and the pavans and how we deal with each other, or how you meet, 2 men meeting, 2 women meeting. Oh God. Learn this. Learn it, understand it. It has nothing to do with information and the like. Another thing too, which is important. Go back. Who would be right now? Give me Candace's close second. Close second. Who? Who's her close second? Who? Who is her close second? By the way, I know somebody's joking. They said, Erika's a widow. You should be ashamed of yourself. Have you ever seen Erika look lost? Woman, not Baron. I think Baron's on his own. Baron's he's like the Marine Corps. Who? Name another woman. Not that you have to be a woman, but name another woman. Name it. Name. Nobody. 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 Baron is not a woman. This I can assure you. Nobody comes close. Nobody. You see what I'm saying? Tucker, like that woman. A woman. Nobody. Nobody. They don't come. You can't even. Megyn Kelly? I don't know. No, nobody does it. Nobody does it. And let me also tell you something. And this is another thing too, which I think is in Candace's favor. You could take her and you could put her up against anybody, up to and including some heavily tatted Green Beret special force. She could hold her own against anybody. Anybody. I say this with all due respect, and I'm not, and I think you know what I'm saying. When I think of Candace, I don't think woman. I think competitor. When I think of Baron, like you say, I don't think man. I think he's competitive. I think he's great. Nobody, to me, the gender, it doesn't even matter. She is so good. She can compete against anybody. She's not, I don't think people, I'll tell you who's the biggest phony of them all. This guy has no soul, is Piers Morgan. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He just says, give me the clicks. I will do whatever I have to do to say. I will only take a position if I'm absolutely sure it is legitimate. Or not legitimate, that I'm not going to get into trouble. Like just now recently, his Middle Eastern philosophy has changed. He's kind of, is it okay? Can I say anything about it? Yeah. You sure? Okay. You sure now? Yeah. All right. They're not going to come back and hurt me now. Okay. All right. And that's where he's sort of, and he has four people on that he knows are going to be clamoring and killing each other. You see what I'm saying? That's the worst. It's like Geraldo meets, I think Geraldo is smarter. That doesn't help anything. Whether it's Baron, whether it's Candace. Another thing too is Candace has a very interesting thing. Most people look at you straight in the eye. Candace, here's the camera. Candace looks here. Candace is like, look, it's like you're sitting next to her. She's talking to an audience. Sometimes they'll be straight on into you, but it's a very interesting take. It's like you're watching her. I was trying to figure out psychologically. It's a different. Nobody does it like that. You're watching her. Sometimes people will do it. It's not a dead on. Hi, here we are. I think maybe at first, but then later on, it's different. I like the setup. I like the way. To look at the stagecraft. What do they do? What's their national countenance? Watch him a couple of times. Watch him 3, 4, 5, episodes in. Then they get to relax and let's see what they're about. Let's see what their default is. This is very, very serious stuff. So right now we have this stuff, and you've got a whole new thing. And I wanted you to watch this thing because believe me when I'm telling you, there's a whole group of people out there, the people that are becoming involved in this thing that we're in, specifically because of the world of Candace and because they're finding themselves now representing what I think is a political contingent, even though it doesn't have a political name per se. Does that make any sense? It doesn't have a name. And I love things that don't have names. Do you hear what I'm saying? I love things that don't have names. My politics, my music doesn't have a name. I don't know what you call my music. It doesn't make it. It doesn't. There is no such thing as that. But what I'm telling you right now is there's something which is very, very different. Candace eventually is going to go a little bit further. This Charlie thing is going to just, whatever it is, it's going to hit critical mass, and that's about it. And then we're going to go elsewhere. The Brigitte Macron things, that's going to go away. That will end up, they will dismiss that case. It's not going to go to trial. They're crazy to want to go to trial. Crazy. And Candace will say, I'm going to go to trial. Even if it's in Delaware, I'll go to trial. We'll tee it up, and no, they're not going to want that. Especially recently after they've been doing all this stuff where they've been going after people, and no. So that's going to go away. This is going to go away one way or the other. It's just going to lose its, TPUSA is going to fizzle. It's going to go, it's going to just, Erika, there is nothing she can do but this. Nothing. She's only worth something in the artificial staged world of TPUSA. Nobody's going to want her. Nobody wants her. She's not going to do Entertainment Tonight. She's not going to be Jenna Bush on the Today Show. Nothing. It ain't going to happen. She doesn't want, she can't do anything. This is it. I don't even know what she does. She only can go on a show and talk about herself. The struggles, her angst. They should call it Erika Agonistes, like the Herculean trilogy or something. It doesn't, no. There's nothing she can do. She can't think on her feet. She can't watch something. Christine Hecate did a great piece. She found something about Erika talking about a lion. She said the male lion, which is called a lion, that would be tautological, like male penis. It's like tautological. Anyway, but she's a moron. Just listen to her talk about how the animals. She just talks gibberish. Just gibberish. She can't do this. She can't go. She can't do anything. This is it. Let me say this again. I know I'm right. Nobody wants her. She's not going to be on any kind of a Entertainment Tonight, if there is such a thing anymore, or she might. She can't do. If she does any kind of a platform, she needs somebody to help her, somebody to be her Ed McMahon, so to speak. So, but it would always be about her. How are you doing? How did you handle it? What is your take? What is your feel? She has no interest in anybody other than herself. Or she brings up Charlie just to remind you, I am a widow. You know, right? You know I'm a widow? I'm a widow. So if I don't get you with my pulchritude or lack thereof, I'm a widow. You got that? There's nothing there. Agree? Of course. So this is it. So she's going to say, come hell or high water, this TPUSA is going to keep going on. And I don't give a damn what it is. I don't care if I'm going to talk, because without that, nobody wants me. It's my only connection to legitimacy. Okay, you're the CEO of TPUSA. Okay, yeah. It's a big name, and people are saying, well, maybe there's a connection to it. It did have its clout. Not anymore. So eventually, she's just going to go away. Meghan Markle, by the way, interesting. Meghan Markle is so similar to her. So similar. Meghan Markle is far smarter, but Meghan Markle is more dangerous. She really is dangerous. And she is just, she's going to, probably the closest to anything, because she's just, she took Harry, cut his balls off and handed it to him. Here, I'm in charge now. Got 2 kids out of him, Archie and what's his name. Never talk about, never. She tried everything. She tried to make jams, and she tried to do a show. She's smart. She was in that movie, what was it, Suits or whatever. She was a very good actress. Absolutely. Erika's not. Erika can't do anything. She can't do anything. Meghan, Meghan Markle, you can put her on a kind of a Martha Stewart thing, so to speak, and you can put her on. She'll do something. She's smarter. She'll pretend she's, canning vegetables or something. This one can't do anything. Nothing. She doesn't exist. She's artificial. She's cardboard. And I'm being kind. There's nothing to her. And the grift has run its course. It's like, what else can you talk about? We want to work with it. And people like WME or somebody somewhere says, is there anything we can do with her? Nothing. Why? Because look at the negative material. This is a woman who, and by the way, what is she? What issue? Meghan Markle will say, I was in Hollywood. I was, married or whatever it was. I did my thing. I'm not hiding from it. She never lied about who she was. Erika did. Erika was the Vestal Virgin. She was this and that. She comes up with the lies are just incredible. Well, I never dated. Yes, you did. Who are these men? It doesn't matter, but you brought it up. Well, I never drank. Here's a picture of you drinking. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? I don't want this. I don't care about this, but you're forcing people to investigate. It's not even a deep dive. It's like right there. It's like going on an Easter egg hunt, and I take the bag of Easter eggs and I dump them in front of you. Go, now go find them. Here, there you go. That's her. Listen to me. There is not anything she's ever said, not one video, any interview. That's not a gold mine. That doesn't have some gem or say, did you see that? Did she say that? There's not one. Do you hear what I'm saying? She can't do it. I've never seen anything like it. It's like, I don't want her to go away because it cracks me up. Oh, you said a couple of things. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine, seriously, a Q&A with Candace and her across from each other? Close enough where it's uncomfortable. See, if you're too far away, if you're too close, it's awkward. But you're going to go right there where you're close enough where you feel each other, but you're not. Can you imagine Candace eviscerating her? Not even funny. It would be cruel. And then after whatever's left, give her to Christine Fecketti, who sits there. Now let me tell you something. Holding that little mustache booger thing. Let me tell you something. Here she is right now. Of course you did. I just got it. This is wild. Ask her. Erika, what do you think about Iran? What about the Strait of Hormuz? Trump was open up the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz was open. What are you talking about? Well, what do you think about that? I'm sure you and Charlie have talked about that. Erika, you did an industrial video on EMPs with the former head of the CIA. You are connected, right? You're spooked up. Fort Huachuca. Come on. Don't you know anything? No. Nothing? Nothing. Do you have anything to say about, maybe we'll bring you to CPAC? Do you have anything to say about anything? Is there a particular area that you're interested in? Is it childcare? No. Motherhood? No. It's me. I'm interested in me. Okay, we understand that, but could you go a little further? No. Me. Ask me about my history, where I'm from, how I was a basketball player, and Miss Arizona, or whatever it was, how I was, about Charlie. Don't go too deep into Charlie. Bring about how, Charlie, and then move on. Remember, this is about me. How do I do it? How do I look so good? How do I do my own makeup? Just how good I look. How good I look. How good I look. What about how smart you are? Nah, I don't care about it. Even I know you can only push that for a moment. This is incredible. She's on no TV shows. You notice she's not on any kind of Jimmy Fallon or nothing. Because they know better. God, don't have her on. You could give her the questions and she won't know what to do. She's dumb as rocks. She doesn't know what to say. Well, what's she there for? I don't know. And she's CEO, theoretically. Wait till they try to do a palace coup. Wait till they say, okay, listen. It's time for you to go. Go. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Don't even make me laugh. Go. What are you talking about? Go. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, but we just want you want what? You want what? No. I'm not going anywhere. Don't even think about that. Don't even suggest. You're going to kick me out of this thing? You need me. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, yes, you do. Oh. Let me tell you something. Those twits, those little wussies. This is where you see ring, ring, ring. I mean, you have no idea. You want to see something? She gives you that look. That look is the most authentic thing she has. The look. That stare. The crazy eyes. That's it. Now, meanwhile, what happens when the case gets going? Really gets going. You think anybody can call her as a defense witness? You betcha. They'll find an issue. Something she could lend her expertise to. Hell, I want to see her in a deposition. Just sit her there. Ask her all kinds of questions. All kinds of questions. And the question is, why are you interrogating her? Because she might be able to have information which leads to Mrs. Kirk, what does TPUSA actually do? Did you ever see? Do you know what? Does anybody know what TPUS is? Sanpaku, yes. The eyes, 4 walls, 3 walls, 4 walls. That wild look. What does TPUSA do? Have you heard about that? What does TPUSA do? What do they do? What's their? Have you read their goal? You understand this? Do you know what it is? TPUSA, the goal. TPUSA goals. It's a very simple thing. TPUSA goals. What does it want to do? The organization says its mission is to identify, educate, train, and organize students to promote the principles of freedom, free markets, and limited government. No mention of religion whatsoever. Nothing. No mention of God, Jesus, nothing. Limited government, freedom, and whatever it is. That's it. That's it. You think she's going to be able to talk about limited government? Or any of those twits, by the way. Freedom? What does that mean? No. So this is, my friends, you're going to see the implosion. Do you hear me? The implosion. That's it. And maybe we'll get to the bottom of who killed Charlie, because that's what this is about. It's about who killed Charlie. We don't give a damn about what she wears or where she's from or whatever. This is fun, but it's not critical. Let her go away. Goodbye, good riddance. Nobody will care. That's it. Nobody. You can do crazy eyes in the mirror all day long. Nobody cares. We want to know who took the life of this young man. Who took the life of this young man? And I never believed it was her. I don't believe she has any knowledge or anything, because she is just too tangential. She's not important for that. Nor do I believe anybody in TPUSA would anybody even remotely have them know anything. You put the slightest bit of pressure on these people and they will sing and compose like canaries. So the bottom line is simply this. Who do you think? Who do you think is next? To my friends, I thank you. Absolutely, positively, thank you. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you. I want to thank you so much. Please do me a great big super duper favor. Please like this video. I know, I'm going to remind you, it's so important. We get those stats. Well, so many people. Oh, the view time. The fact that you spend time out honoring me and adorning me and blessing my gracing my portals with you. Dick Shorty Long, where in the hell have you been? One of the most incredible talents, Rick Shorty Long. If ever are you still playing, my friend? If you ever get to see him, holy Rick Shorty Long, look him up. Wow, a blast from the past. Unbelievable. There's so much incredible musical talent out there. And he is just nobody like him. Nobody like him. Eddie, my friends, thank you so much. Let's do a quick one. Let's do a quick roll call. Where's everybody from? Tell me where you're from. Specifically, give me the city. I like the city and the state. Give me a name. Don't say like Idaho. Give me a name. Don't give me your address. But I mean, where's people from? Because I love that. Worth Garden. Doesn't that sound good? That sounds like a That sounds like something like Edie, like Big and Little Edie would go to. Rick Shorty Long. Where, by the way, check him out. See, where are you playing? Hang on, Rick Shorty. Here we go. Shorty and the Jersey Horns. Is that still yours, my friend? Shorty Long. Watch this guy unbeat. I'm going to put this up. I hope it's correct. I'm going to always promote great music and great talent. There we go. There we go. That's it. Check. Look at this. Trenton, New Jersey. Look at this. UK, Trenton, San Diego, Earthheart, Jersey Girl in Florida, Houston, Baltimore, Pigtown. I love this. Oglethorpe, Tampa. Ooh, look at this. Halifax, St. Louis, Tampa, my hometown. A lot of Texas in the house, my friends. Charleston, South Carolina. Look at this. China. Look at this. Look at this. China, Songkla. Oh, no, I'm pronouncing this. Thailand. Welcome. Is that groovy or what? Look at this. Hey, Lionel, babysitting my grandson in so. Okay, that's good enough. Grandbabies are the best. The best. Peer similar to Jerry Springer. Yes, an embarrassment. And at least Jerry Springer knew what he was doing. He didn't take himself seriously. Piers does. Another Jersey girl in Ocala. Ooh, Marion County. Tasmania. Okay, look at this. Ocala, Bonnie Lake, Washington, Gold Coast, Australia, Indianapolis, Ireland. This is beautiful. It's just, look at this. I just learned to donate. Somebody showed me. Thank you so much. Yes, donate. Whenever I don't, it goes with it. Your donations, your super chats are so appreciated. So, it's just because this is a labor of love. And despite what you might think, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of energy, but it's worth everything because what we do is we're part of a movement, ladies and gentlemen. A movement. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this heterogeneity. This multi-global in the good way. This heterogeneity, it's kind of a unique kind of a diet. Look at this. New Zealand. It's beautiful. Oakdale, California. Cowboy capital of the world. Wonderful. All right, dear friends, thank you so much. Hand farts, everybody. That's for you. Dick Shorty Long, that's for you, my friend. That's for you and your talent. One of the best. One of the best. All right, dear friends, we'll see you, by the way, tomorrow. Don't forget. Hope you're doing well. Got a freeze warning coming here. I love it. Love to get cold here in New York City. Have a great and glorious night. Please like the show. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And also make sure to like, but subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, and follow Lynn's Warriors, my beloved wife, on YouTube as well. Lynn's Warriors. We have one coming up where she and I did a piece together. Look at her latest one where she and I are doing it together. It was quite the piece. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. We love you so much. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. And if may the good Lord take a liking to you, may your troubles be small. And if you walk them 10 feet tall. All right, dear friends. This is Lionel with reminding you the monkey's dead. The show's over.